YC said whatever he said is all his full chest. But then he now citing an example and then tagging it as the Olodo Uprising.
But he said Pella culture, and he said it in the video that, oh, no shade to Pella, no shade, I appreciate his work.
You are a Gen Z person right now with a phone, and then you've not seen the Olodo Uprising all over the place, and really, what are you actually checking on your phone? Like, what are you scrolling through? If what you are passing across doesn't send any intellectual message and you're saying it's comedy, please tell us what are you doing?
So people, welcome to YAP-ISH, and I'm your favorite host. I mean, Dako Itino and Oluwapo, so you can just call me Dako. So yeah, this is YAP-ISH again, and I know you know what YAP-ISH is all about. Yes, so YAP-ISH is where we have the unfiltered conversation, wild debates, or popular opinions, and everything from lifestyle, pop, trends, social media, conversations that we can't have out loud, but I yet to talk about it. So yeah, I'm with my amazing host today. I'm with a guest today, and this person is, I mean, I don't know what to say about this person. It's just so exceptional, and so I'm going to let him introduce himself. So yeah, over to you, my beautiful guest.
With all the hype, Dako.
What do you expect?
So hi guys, I am Abiola Diamond, but then you can just call me Abiola for the culture.
Yeah, so his name is Abiola Diamond, a very good person. You would every moment with him. I mean, there's no other way to laugh. So funny, intelligent, smart, name it.
Thank you.
Abiola is that guy.
Thank you.
So yeah, Abiola Diamond.
Yes.
Call my name now.
Dako.
Okay, so Abiola Diamond, you know what we're here today?
Tell me now.
This episode is about the trends that we have right now on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I mean, this is blowing up the internet.
Okay.
The Olodo Uprising. Like the Olodo Uprising. I don't know, have you heard about it? Have you new phrase? It's basically like anti-intellectualism propaganda. So it's a Gen Z Olodo Uprising. I don't know. Gen Z just come up with
a whole lot of terms, a lot of technologies, and then we just have to like flow with the new thing.
I'm telling you.
I mean,
so now I just say for people and be like, them Olodo Uprising. But yeah, so I'm sure you're familiar with the trend, right? The saga online now, the Olodo Uprising. Like, quickly, what do you have to say about that?
Well, let me remove my glasses first because, like you said, then where could me?
Eyeball to eyeball.
Eyeball to eyeball.
Yes, exactly.
So you see, this whole Olodo Uprising thing is like all over the place right now. And then, I mean, if you are a Gen Z person right now with a phone, and then you've not seen the Olodo Uprising all over the place, and really, what are you actually checking on your phone? Like, what are you scrolling through? I mean, there is a whole lot going on this, and then I feel like it's high time we actually talk about this particular issue. So yeah, you asked what is the Olodo Uprising, and then you've said one important aspect of it: anti-intellectualism. So basically it's been happening for years, but then we've not actually been paying much attention to it. So I'm just so surprised that we are coming to realize the whole thing right now. Because yeah, I don't know, I think there was a time some few years back, and then there was this whole schooner scam that went all viral. There was a song regarding it, something schooner scam, and then it was a thing that everybody was singing back then. I mean, kids saw it as something to actually feel proud about and all that, and then it went all viral.
But somehow it kind of shaped some people. I'm sure some people were affected by that phrase. Like,
I mean
they believe it's that school has come actually.
It began whatever we have right now, the Olodo Uprising. It began with that, because the whole idea of the Olodo Uprising is the fact whereby people go online and they showcase some kind of, I don't know if I should call it comic, without some kind of content. You can't actually place this.
Yes,
we can't deduce what you are actually trying to let us pass across. We can't deduce the message, but then you're doing it out there, and then people are all appreciative of it, acknowledging it, following, liking, commenting, and then you just sit down here and then you ask yourself, please, what did this guy just do? Like, you're asking, what did this guy just do? So yeah, it began with the whole school and scam thing. People said feeling like, oh, they don't have to go to school in order to make it. You just have to, do one or two things on the media, and there you are making huge money.
But what about people that say, okay, this kind of content, this kind of things are like for entertainment? Like, I mean, life is too serious. Just consume something to just laugh, just entertainment. I think one thing that it has affected is that, okay, then you now say it's because of entertainment, but somehow it's giving you brain rot, because that is what you consume every time. Or what is for entertainment. Abi, okay, this kind of content are just for entertainment. That life is too serious. Life is like it's just cool, just for you to laugh and then just But I feel like they're consuming much of that entertainment content that's giving brain rot, that is now making them not to. So like, but what do you think?
We have different kinds of entertainment, and whether we like it or not, the main essence of entertainment is actually to educate.
So educate.
Because when we say comedy, comedy began as a means of satire to criticize the ills in society. So when we are now saying, oh, okay, this is comedy, whatever we're doing is comedy, there ought to be some sort of intellectual information you're passing across, but then through a comic manner. So if what you are passing across does not send any intellectual message and you're saying it's comedy, please tell us what are you doing? What exactly are you doing? Because you can't come online and post some kind of videos that we can't tell the head, we can't tell the tail, we can't tell the arms, we can't tell the links of this particular video, and then you expect us to just consume that content. I mean,
and what impact does it have on consumers?
So when we say something is comic, when we say something is comedy, in as much as we find it funny, we find it ridiculous, there should be an underlying message we are trying to pass across.
Yes.
But not the recent trend that we are seeing in Nigeria right now, where there are things that we can't deduce the message that is coming from it, and then we just consume it, and then we are reposting, sharing. Yeah,
so now,
something you should actually look into.
Being very, very honest, do you think Nigerians are actually getting dumber, or they're just like getting louder?
That is a very, very, very serious question.
I remember in our last episode on sorry to cut you off.
Okay.
I said something about one of my popular opinion is that Nigerians are not like smart enough. Not like smart, but then the way they consume, the way they think about, you can tell them something and then their thoughts or their train of thought is totally different. And you'll be like, why are you thinking like this? This is what you're meant to think. Do you get? So do you think that they're dumber, or do you think that they're just like loud, everybody's just everywhere shouting, or actually there's nothing upset?
Okay, your question is quite
tricky.
Tricky. Let's say tricky, or something you actually need to calm down to respond to. Because when you say Nigeria, it's like we are generalizing, and then to a large extent we still have Nigerians that are still very much into intellectuality. So I won't say that Nigerians are getting dumber, or I won't say they're getting way more intelligent by the day, but yeah, we can say the content that is being pushed out there that we are meant to consume these days kind of affecting the upcoming generation. Because I mean, you see kids right now. The other day I was coming down the road, my street. I was going home, and then I saw this kid. I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun. I'm not saying kids should not. Fun is a very, very important part of growing up. So I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun. But then I saw these kids singing this there's this viral sound on TikTok. God, I can't remember. But then they were singing it with so much enthusiasm, and then I was like, okay, so okay, because I feel like
I bet Nishoko, is it that song?
no, is this? It's coming and it's going. It's not really. It's not Yoruba. It's not. I don't know what language that song is, but I can't really remember. But then they're singing it word for word, and I'm like, oh, I have a phone. I have TikTok. I see this content, but I don't even know how to sing them. Like right now, I don't know how to sing the song. I can tell you how much I don't pay much attention to it. But then these kids are singing these songs, dancing to it, and then I'm like, okay, what's now the future? What's the future? What's the future for Nigeria if this is what the kids, the next generation, are relying on? So, in as we ought to understand that there is two sides to this thing. At some point, yeah, it is making the kids sharper. They are getting way more. They are getting more intelligent because right now kids online are so intelligent, and you feel like, oh, okay, what's going on? These kids are they our past ancestors or something? But then, on the other hand, I mean, no.
And you see some things and then
you feel like, no, this is not safe. This is yeah, exactly.
All right. So who even started this Olodo Uprising thing? Great, you know who?
YC.
I mean, one of the podcasts they invited YC on.
Seriously speaking,
the Afro Politan podcast. I can't really remember the pronunciation.
Sincerely speaking, I can't remember.
But then, what do you think? Do you think it was right or do you think it was wrong? So people did not even watch the full video of that podcast, like the full video on that podcast, and then that clip that was posted on TikTok. Oh my God, it triggered a lot of people, a lot of things. Even she said he mentioned Fela culture, and then immediately Jamie already dropped a video. I went to school. I mean, not to share that though. But then, what do you think? What can you say about YC's video and his train of thought?
Okay, first things first, I will say kudos to YC on the area of bringing this again to the limelight. I mean, now we have something reasonable to talk about in the media. Yeah. So when I saw YC's take on the matter and I saw that podcast, I was just like, okay, I mean, someone is finally saying
it. Mind you, the podcast was even basically about food.
I get, but I mean, exactly about the podcast entirely. Yeah, I think we should look at it from two perspectives. What Fela was saying, what YC was saying, and the reaction of Nigerians to what he said. So basically, YC was just literally talking about how education is not really being prioritized anymore. Like not only education, but impactful things that we should actually be appreciating. How they are not really being acknowledged anymore in society. But then some things that we shouldn't really pay much attention to is now taking over.
Yes,
so
exactly.
But then he now citing an example and then tagging it as the Olodo Uprising.
But then he said Fela culture, and he said it in the video that no shade to Fela, no shade, I appreciate his work.
Why he said whatever he said is all his full chest?
I think it was just a cap, just an umbrella to just explain things better. Not particularly Fela himself, but maybe the context, the art.
You see, the thing is, no, I think what you're trying to do right now is trying to cover up for YC. Well, okay, I think I'm trying to cover up for YC. But then, YC said whatever he said is all his full chest, and then yes, the Fela culture it's funny that's on that terminology right now. I think the Fela culture.
Darko culture, man. Darko culture.
Fela culture.
But yeah.
So yeah, and then you now referring to something being the Fela culture. I mean, it's something we should actually look into. He wanted us to see it from a clearer view, because he's trying to explain something. The media is consuming, I don't want to use unhealthy content, but non-educative content more than applauding and appreciating the impactful ones. So using Fela as an example is something to actually going to see. Fela is a creative, and as a creative, you're also a creative. We are all creative. We understand creativity, and then we appreciate creativity. He's a creative. He must have gone through series of stages. Maybe there were times when he was crashing out before he made it to this particular moment. I don't know. I can't say specifically if Fela is educated. If he's educated, and then whatever it is he is doing is just a facade. So yeah, I mean, we can give him the E for effort and C for creativity. But then the question now is, on the long run,
But then
But
continue.
but then I mean I'm looking at it from how he started. I don't know. Did you watch his
Yes, the way it started.
the way he started? But now in the long run, I mean,
maybe
in the long run, what has his content been impacting? Because his recent content is nothing to write home about.
He's a live streamer. Then that's by the way popular. It's about other creators. I mean, they said Kataife, Google. Natasha, you remember this?
Dako, you see, I don't know if I am the right person to ask because I don't consume their content that much. Kataife, Gege, DJ Chicken. Of course, I do hear their sounds here and there. Some are funny and all that.
Do you know Meshki?
Who is that?
Don't say Meshki too is one of the Olodo Uprising. Don't be me talk more, but let's continue.
But then one thing is also one thing. We don't know if these people are actually Olodos.
Or they just give it, or they just do it because that's what. But then that's what is trend, that's what people want.
But then I feel we can also look at the Olodo Uprising from a different perspective because, like I said, if whatever you're doing is meant to be comical, then there should be an underlying message you're passing through it. So when we don't get that message and then you're just filling out whatever it is you can spill out, you're just talking, you're just moving, you're just doing whatever it is you're doing, and we can't say, okay, this is what you're actually. We have other comedians. We have this. I think there's this Enurufo, there's this Agbakwara, there's this people.
There's two glasses too.
Yeah, there's this Madam something too. There's this guy, Samuel Banks and all that. We can tell the characters they're trying to criticize in society. So then we know that there's actually sense behind this nonsense. But it's not, you get.
Yes, there is. Yes,
so when we don't see the sense there, I mean. And then I told you something about the other side, the reaction of Nigerians
towards it. Yes, exactly. Since we're consuming it, we like it. It's bringing views for them.
Why came on that because of that?
Anything. But then it's something okay. But yeah, that's fair. That's special. Now we are going to be like watching some videos that TikTok creators have actually made concerning this Olodo Uprising topic, and then we're going to just give our 2 cents on it.
Yeah, let's do that.
So yeah,
and you might get A in academics but D in life. That is a sign of an Olodo. You might have A in academics but D in life. Why can't you have A in academics and A in life? Are you afraid of being good in both? You never see people who actually have A in academics and A in life come out to say nonsense like this. They'll be like, oh yes, I was very good in school and I also did well in life. But you say that you have A in academics, you are just broke.
Nonsense or sense? Is this nonsense or there's a sense in it?
There's sense in it, obviously. I mean, it's what we've been saying. I mean, it's something for you to not. Whatever it is, like I said, it has to have impact. We have to see the underlying meaning in the rubbish that you are doing. So if it's meant to be comical, we need to see the message behind it. So
you're saying you have A in academics, but you can have D in life. So
which one is A in academics and D in life?
Some people are like, oh, yeah, because you have A in academics, so something you make it in life, so you can have D in life and all of that. And then this person is trying to say, okay, even if you have A in academics, why can't you also have A in life? That must be who told you that you have to have D, that you're going to have D in life? Like you're going to fail in life because you have A in academics.
Well, are we looking at this now from the Nigerian perspective?
But then I think it makes sense. I mean, you can have A in life and also have A in academics. The same energy that you put in academics. Well.
I mean, there are people, this is Nigeria. I mean, there are people that did well academically and then life is showing them shady. So are we saying these people did not put enough? And they're not doing enough? Because imagine you are a graduate, you have probably 2-1 in a particular, you graduate with 2-1, and then you're out there, you're searching for jobs and you're not getting a job yet, you're just there. So are we going to say these people, can't we say these people have A in academics and then they are being given D in life?
Okay, so he's saying that those people that think that we are Olodo Uprising people too.
I would not term them as Olodo Uprising people. Because this is Nigeria, we all know how difficult it is.
Alright, that's true. Not my words, the son of love for TikTok. So there's also another one by Top Boys.
Don't get it twisted. Just because you're a graduate does not mean you're not part of the Olodo Uprising conversation that we've been having, because most of them don't they use 150, 160 jam score, take the entire school now, so it doesn't necessarily exclude you. If stupid things genuinely amuse you, if silly content, cringe content make you laugh, if you follow...
I think I agree with Top Boy Spence here. Yes, the fact that you are educated, the fact that you are a graduate doesn't mean you are not part of the Olodo Uprising, because of course, if you...
I think that's contradicting Javi's statement that he's a graduate. What do
I think we'll go back to...
no, let us go there. Don't let us go there. Let's just continue, because I mean, let's just continue.
All right, so what did Javi say?
No, like, let's just continue with Top Boy.
With Top Boy Spence. Okay, fine. Like, yeah. Why did you not continue?
Sorry.
So yeah,
that's a clear reference.
Of course, we have a lot. Have you ever been in a situation where a supposed graduate speaks outside, and then you are like, and you talk to you the graduate with this mentality, with your ideology will be like this. Like some people would say some things, and then you would question their intellectual capacity. They will talk, and then you will be like, are you sure you actually went to school, or who went through you? So yes, the fact that the fact that you are a graduate doesn't mean that you are not part of the Olodo Uprising. You are a huge part.
As long as you consume stupid things that you found it amusing, and then your life
exactly. As far as you consume ridiculous, insensible content, and the words of your mouth and your ideology, your mentality is oozing of lack of intellectuality, then I'm sorry, you are a huge part. In fact, you are the worst part of the Olodo Uprising.
Sharp. Okay, so I think that
Nigerians like promoting rubbish. If somebody comes out to say the truth, they go first of all use money to shame the person. YC came out in an interview and talked about there's an uprising, an Olodo Uprising.
I think this is very, very important. In Nigeria, if you don't have money, you can't talk. Like Yoruba people would say, when you have money, that's when you have mouth to talk.
Money speaking.
When you don't have money, when you have money in Nigeria and you come and do rubbish, they will appreciate you. But when you don't have money and then you see something you criticize, people first ask you, how much is your bank account? I mean, if I should talk against Stella right now on the media, people will come for me and tell me,
what that guy
person I get.
You don't buy Benz.
The fact that we keep rating people based on their level of finances, it's crazy. It is bad. Nigerians need to change on that. They need to in fact, I take back my word. A whole lot of Nigeria are part of the Olodo Uprising. Because if you are a Nigerian, person, and then all you do is to grade people due to financial stability, how you take guide, then in fact you have a PhD
union of Olodo Uprising. Chairman of the Olodo Uprising union.
I think she's right there.
Okay, so that would be only any other person. So personally, what do you have to say basically about people that are in this Olodo Uprising? What do you think that are in this Olodo Uprising union?
I have a big issue with people that do not have enough intellectual capacity, people that are not sensible, people you can hold valuable conversations with. If you are in that category, the right possibility I would grade you under the Olodo Uprising. Yeah. If you are a kind of person that your mindset is still highly traditional, the world is evolving, and then you're still behind. Let's say you're kind of person that still believe that a woman's position is in the kitchen. You still feel like, in 2026, you still feel like a woman should slave for you because you're married. You feel like your wife should slave for you. Then I'm sorry, you're a huge part of the Olodo Uprising.
Get you.
So yeah, basically, if you're a kind of person that your mentality is way withdrawn, you are a woman, or you're a person basically that you have all it takes to empower yourself, but then you are still being dependent on somebody or someone's pocket when you know that you have what it takes. Then I think you should actually check yourself first. You might actually be part of the Olodo Uprising. And if you are a person that you see social media trends, you see impactful stories, posts telling you on how to be cautious regarding some particular kind of vices in society, or how to free yourself from some kind of bondage, romantic bondage, relationship bondage, probably let me just say an abusive relationship, for example, and you see people are actually making advocating about this particular thing, and then you still choose to remain in such an abusive situation despite seeing the trends, then I think you should actually check yourself, because it might be a huge part of your little uprising.
So now this is going to be the last part
All right, yes,
of
sir.
this. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Abiola Diamond. So now, in conclusion, if the algorithm stop rewarding nonsense tomorrow, how many influencers will still have their careers? If the algorithm stop rewarding nonsense tomorrow, like nonsense tomorrow, so how many influencers will still have their career? That means if we stop applauding the whole bullshit, the old trends, or we stop giving credit, like following them. So how many influencers do you think will still have their career? How many people do you think that are there giving impactful
Well,
content?
I don't know how many influencers we have right now, but all I know is we have a number of influencers that are gaining popularity based on the kind of insensible contents they upload, and then they allow people to do that. So, like, the high possibility if the media cuts these people off, they
We just have a few.
just have a few. Like, that's maybe it should start happening, because educative things, impactful things, we see work of foundations going out there doing outreach,
Educational content.
impactful things. But then
They grow
we
slowly.
don't even hear about them. Like, we don't even hear about these impactful things that people do. I mean, there are videos of people teaching you how to empower yourself as a person, how to go into video editing, how to go into website development, other stuff that will actually impact people. Then people are not appreciating these people.
Yeah.
I think a few weeks ago I saw a girl, she's a fashion designer, and then she made a very, very nice outfit from things that we would not even expect people. So there are people that are challenging, some people are challenging their mental capacity, their creative ability every day, and they are not being appreciated, they're not being acknowledged. And it's bothersome that you now come online and someone just go
And let's cough.
and
Or
then
just shout.
this
And then boom.
this is the video where I don't know where to learn something, showing money to people who was not. I think he went to somewhere, then he was showing money that people but they were cheating after him, and then he was feeling like Benin. I mean, just this thing.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of culture we are trying to embrace? That the question we should ask for ourselves. Is that the future we want for ourselves?
That's actually true. That's really, really nice. So left to you guys. Is that the future you want for yourself? Say your own too now.
Yeah. Is that the future you want for yourself? Say your own too now.
Who is this guy?
Is that the future you want for yourself, or the future you want to live?
Alright, so that'll be all. Really hope the world society is more like take note of these things and then make amendments. Thank you so much for having you. So yeah, his name is what's the name again?
Hi. Yeah, it's Abiola down.
Yeah, and I'm Dako. It's Nanula for Dako. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
A presidential handshake.
Quality and
So see you guys next time. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Want to hear your thoughts too in the comment section. And yeah, thank you.